All right, Mark. So this is the interview for Honey Badger. And the first question is, I want you to describe the death race in one sentence.
The death race is soul-searching, life-changing, and extremely fun.
So approximately how far did you travel for the winter death race this year?
I traveled 2 miles down the road. Pittsfield is in my backyard.
So would you rather compete in a winter or summer death race?
I would rather compete in a summer death race any day.
Why?
Because the pace is a little bit quicker, the way I like it, and you don't have that stress of possibly dealing with sub-zero, breaking the ice, water submersions.
What motivated you to begin endurance races in general?
Endurance racing was definitely motivated by me stepping outside about 3 years ago and realizing I need to make a dramatic change in my life.
Why'd you have to make a dramatic change in your life?
I was needing to make that dramatic change because I was extremely out of shape, 220 pounds, alcoholic, and just needed to do something different.
What do you think about after the 6, 12, and 24-hour mark, and how does that affect you mentally?
At 6 hours, I feel hungry and I think about cheesesteaks. 12 hours, still hungry, thinking about pizza. And 24 hours, definitely still hungry, thinking about egg and cheese because the sun's usually coming up. How does it affect me mentally? Obviously, I think about the next meal every time, and it just pushes me to the end, knowing that there is something special, food-related, at the finish line.
Do you start the race like a marathon where you decide on a certain pace before the race even begins?
If you come in a death race thinking that you can run a marathon or pace a marathon for death race, you're absolutely crazy. This is an unpaceable type of event. If you go too slow, you're going to fall behind, maybe miss some time hacks. If you go too fast, you might fall short about 12 hours from actually finishing the race. So pacing as a marathon, absolutely not. Do not recommend it.
So, what prepares you for these endurance races in your everyday life? So in other words, what do you do when you aren't doing superhuman things?
What prepares me for these endurance events is doing stupid, redundant, crazy stuff every day of my life when it's not training, like climbing this rope 500 times before I go run 20 miles with a 30-pound pack. Just stupid things like that get you through the day.
So, how do you train for an event like the death race where you have no idea what obstacles lie ahead?
Not knowing what lies ahead means you need to put yourself in awkward positions every day. Just like hanging around for no reason. Yep, mentally prepared for the race.
So, do you prefer the mental tests or the physical tests of each race?
I'm going to have to say the mental applies to physical and the physical applies to mental. They play a role equally, and you just never know what's going to come. So right now I'm playing some piano, trying to learn just in case I have to deal with that mental task during the race.
So, how much food and water are you allowed to bring with you?
You're allowed to bring as much food and water as you can carry. If you don't want to bring it, you might suffer later. If you bring it, you're just going to suffer and have to deal with that as you go with the weight.